Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and I'm Sam from the Unity of Life, and today we are looking at Drive to Survive episode 2 from season 3, which happened in the year of 2020. So, just to recap from the first episode we did from the series, we said that there was a pre-testing session that was going on. Mercedes decided to change the colour of their car and the colour of the driver's racing suits for the Black Lives Matter movement, and Force India were under investigation at a few teams' requests because their car for 2020 looked an awful lot like a Mercedes car from 2019. So let's get into this episode. So the second episode was obviously an awful long time after the first episode. It was quite a few months after. This was back in July, because the whole world, as everybody knows, went into shutdown in very early 2020 because of the pandemic. So the racing season was then allowed to take place in July. So a lot of things changed, as you can imagine, and you probably already know, and one of the biggest changes was that fans were not allowed to go and spectate. So, and everybody had to wear masks, which isn't an uncommon thing. Even we have to wear masks when we're going into the shops, and it is irritating, and I think we're all fed up with them. And obviously everybody had to have tests to make sure that nobody did have the virus, and their temperature had to be taken, which you'll also be really aware of people taking your temperature when you will go into places like the dentist or into the doctors or into like tattoo studios or anything like that. So then moves on to Red Bull yet again. And Red Bull's dream was to have Max win the World Championship, as we know. They really want him to, because that would have made him the youngest to achieve this, but I don't think that's possible now. I don't think, anyway. Yeah, because Max is going to be 24 in 2021, and Sebastian Vettel, he holds that current title, and he won his first championship actually when he was 23, when he was also driving for Red Bull. Hence why they put a lot of pressure onto Max for doing so. So Mercedes actually shocked some of the other teams, apparently, as the steering wheel wasn't just for steering the car, but it was just the tyres as well, so giving the driver more grip as they go around corners, which apparently isn't something that any other team was doing at that point. And so Red Bull kind of spat the dummy out a little bit, and they protested this new system, and they viewed it illegal and went to the FIA, which I believe they turned around and said that they didn't have a problem with it, and so it could stay. One thing I did point out was that I did notice is that there is females, that journalists, so they talk and report on things about F1, but they're never actually on the track, and they're never actually racing, and there's a lot of females as well that work behind the scenes in all the different teams as well, and there's some people of colour that work behind the teams more than on the track as well. So Red Bull decided that they were going to challenge Lewis's qualifying of P2, as he didn't slow down for a yellow flag, which apparently when the yellow flag shows you've got to slow down. But it seems as if neither Lewis nor any of his team noticed this yellow flag, and as a consequence, Lewis was put down to 5th. And then Max ran into some technical issues in the first race of 2020. And Lewis was given a 5-second penalty as Alex's car made contact with Lewis. Or at least that's what I wrote down. That might not have been actually the case. But, yeah, it was... I think it was to say it was a very tough start to the 2020 race season, especially since people were just coming out of lockdown. And the world was still a very scary and very dangerous place with this pandemic. As of 2021, it's still ripe. Things are getting better and the world has opened up a little bit. But things are certainly not back to normal, or as they were back in 2019. So again, this has been a very short video, because that very first episode, it was literally just the drivers were getting sort of back into the racing, and you know, something that they hadn't done for a very extended period of time, much longer than any of them would have anticipated. And you know, it was hard for them to sort of get back into that sort of thing, but it did provide some sort of reality, normality for them. So I haven't got a lot to say about this video, so I'm just going to leave it here. Again, I know that it was very short, but that's because, like I said, at the beginning there isn't an awful lot to talk about. But as we move on, there is going to be a lot more to talk about. The next episode is on Mercedes, so it gives us a little bit of a break from talking about Red Bull, because, like I said, this documentary series did seem to favour Red Bull a lot, or at least follow them a lot, and quite a lot of episodes are on them. But they do obviously cover other teams as well. Just not, it doesn't seem to be as much. So I will see you in the next video. If you enjoyed my content and everything that I've been talking about, then click on my face, it's down here, you know you wanna, and then you can subscribe and click that notification bell, and you'll be notified every Wednesday and Tuesday when I upload a video. If you want to see all the rest of the F1 content that I have been covering, then click down here on playlist, and don't forget to comment and share with all your friends as well. And don't forget that we are on a mission to try and discover why maybe there's not many females in this sport, or people of colour. And that's why we've been talking about it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.